Bună ziua! Bine ați venit la o lecție de limba engleză pentru gimnaziu, cam la nivel B2, C1, cam pe acolo, pe la B2. Lecția este din acest manual. Astăzi vorbim despre reported speech, vorbirea indirectă. Vă rog mai întâi să apăsați clopoțelul de abonat și după aceea să faceți captură de ecran pentru paginile pe care le vom lucra. De fiecare dată când termin 2 pagini, vă arăt paginile următoare. Va trebui să faceți 3 capturi de ecran. Acestea sunt primele 2 pagini. Reported speech. Diana had a meeting yesterday. We'll use your plans, Diana. Today, Diana met Allison. Allison asked her what they had said. Diana told her that they would use her plans. Direct speech is the exact words someone said. We use quotation marks in direct speech. I'm very tired, Mary said. Reported speech is the exact meaning of what someone said, but not the exact words. We do not use quotation marks in reported speech. We can either use the word that after the introductory verb, or we can omit it. Mary said that she was very tired, or Mary said she was very tired. Say and tell. We use the verb say both in direct and reported speech without the preposition to when it is not followed by the person being spoken to. Jerry said, I need some money. Jerry said that he needed some money. Both in direct and reported speech with the preposition to when it is followed by the person being spoken to. Jerry said to me, I need some money. Jerry said to me that he needed some money. In expressions such as say good morning, good afternoon, etc., say something, say one's prayers, say so, etc., we use the verb tell without the preposition to, both in direct and reported speech, when it is followed by the person we are talking to. Jerry told me I need some money. Jerry told me that he needed some money. In expressions such as tell the truth, tell a lie, tell a secret, tell a story, tell the time, tell the difference, tell somebody one's name, tell somebody the way, tell one from another, etc. Exercise 1. Fill in the gaps with say or tell in the correct tense. A. Richard told Sarah that he was having a party on Saturday night. He said that he would start early, but it would finish quite late. He told her to bring her sister along as well. Sarah said she was looking forward to going. Richard told her he would probably call again on Friday to tell her the way to his house. B. What shall we do? Asked Carrie. It's raining outside, so let's watch TV. I said I turned on the television, and Carrie told to me, "Look, that's my favorite program. Let's watch it." To say the truth, I don't like it, I said. Or to tell you the truth, I don't like it, I said. "See, good morning, Mr. Pearson," said Bella. "Good morning, Bella," he replied. "I've got lots of letters for you to type today," he said. He told to her. "All right, Bella said. "I'll type them after I finish writing this report for you." Reported statements. "I'm having a great time. I really like their new house. The hot dogs are delicious. You're a great cook. Yesterday, the Johnsons and the Smiths had a barbecue together. What did Laura say to Jim? What did Ed say to Celia?" Laura told Jim that the hot dogs were delicious and that he was a great cook. Ed told Celia that he was having a great time and that he really liked their new house. When we report statements, that is, a positive or negative sentence, we use the verbs say or tell to introduce statements. Pronouns and possessive adjectives change according to the meaning. Sophie said, "I bought a new camera yesterday." Sophie said that she had bought a new camera the day before. When the introductory verb is in the past simple, the verb tense change as follows. Direct speech, reported speech. Direct speech, present simple, "I want to find a better job," he said, goes to past simple in reported speech. He said he wanted to find a better job. Present continuous, "They are playing table tennis," he said, goes to past continuous. He said they were playing table tennis. Present perfect, "I have ordered a new fridge," she said, goes to past perfect. She said she had ordered a new fridge. Past simple, "Jack left the country," they said, goes to past perfect. They said Jack had left the country. Future will, "I'll send you a letter," he said, goes to conditional would. He said he would send me a letter. Certain words and time expressions change as follows. Direct speech. Tonight, today, this week, this month, this year, etc. goes to that night, that day, that week, that month, that year, etc. Now goes to then, at that time, at once, immediately. Yesterday, last night, last week, last month, last year, go to the day before, the previous day, the previous night, the previous week, the previous month, the previous year, the night before, the week before, the month before, the year before. Tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, go to the day after, the following day, the next week, the following week, the next month, the following month, the next year, the following year. 2 days ago, 2 months ago, 2 years ago, go to 2 days before, 2 months before, 2 years before. This goes to that. This goes to those. The some. Here goes to there. Come goes to go. You must learn very well these expressions because they are a bit difficult. When the introductory verb is in the present, future, or present perfect simple, or when the sentence expresses something which is always true, general truth, there are no changes in the verb tenses in reported speech. Direct speech. She says, I don't like him. Reported speech. She says that she doesn't like him. It is cold in the Arctic, said the teacher. The teacher said that it is cold in the Arctic. The past continuous, past perfect simple, and past perfect continuous do not change in reported speech. Direct speech. I was watching TV while she was cooking, he said. He said that he was watching TV while she was cooking. Certain modal verbs do not change in reported speech. These are would, could, might, should, and ought to. Direct speech. I could run fast when I was young, Tom said. Tom said that he could run fast when he was young. Exercise 2. Fill in the gaps with the correct pronouns and possessive adjectives. Number 1. Mary said, I want to go out with my friends. Mary said that she wanted to go out with her friends. Number 2. Tom said, I have lost my keys. Tom said that he had lost his keys. Number 3. Bob and Mary said, we are taking our dog for a walk. Bob and Mary said that they were taking their dog for a walk. Number 4. Andrew said, my sister is coming to visit me next week. Andrew said that his sister was going to visit him the following week. Number 5. Mr. Jones said, I need to buy a present for my wife. Mr. Jones said that he needed to buy a present for his wife. Number 6. Father said, I want you to wash my car for me. Father said that he wanted him to wash his car for him. Exercise 3. Turn from direct to reported speech. Number 1. I can't find my bag, she said. She said that she couldn't find her bag. Number 2. They are working in the garden, he said. He said that they were working in the garden. 3. We got married 6 months ago, she said to us. She told us they had got married 6 months before. 4. I'll go shopping tomorrow, he said. He said that he would go shopping the next day. 5. I bought a new car last week, he said. He said that he had bought a new car the week before. We aren't doing anything this week. Next week, they said. They said that they weren't doing anything the next week. These are the two pages I forgot to tell you to print, to make a screen capture to these two pages. But maybe you listened to the exercises. We are at exercise 3, number 7. I can't go out tonight, she said to me. She told me that she couldn't go out that night. 8. I forgot to pay the bill, he said. He told me he had forgotten to pay the bill. 9. We've brought you a present, she said to me. She told me they had brought me a present. 10. I'll phone you tomorrow, she said to Peter. She told Peter she would phone him the next day. Exercise 4. In which of the following sentences do the tenses not change? Why? Then turn the following statements from direct into reported speech. 1. I'll paint the house next week, he says. Tenses do not change because the introductory verb is in the present simple. He says that he will paint the house. Number 2. I've put the washing in the washing machine, Rose said. Rose said she had put the washing in the washing machine. 3. A giraffe is bigger than a mouse, he said. He said that a giraffe is bigger than a mouse. 4. We haven't seen Tom for 2 weeks, she said. She said that they hadn't seen Tom for 2 weeks. 5. I haven't found my uncle since last month, she says. She says that she hasn't found her uncle since last month. 6. Birds can fly, the student said. The student said that birds can fly. 7. He is studying for an exam now, she said. She said that he was studying for an exam then. 8. Leaves fall from the trees in autumn, he said. He said that leaves fall from the trees in autumn. 9. We visited the circus last weekend, they said. They said they had visited the circus the week before. 10. She dropped the vase on the floor, Tony said. Tony said that she had dropped the vase on the floor. A little tea for my neck, for my throat. 11. He took the money to the bank this morning, she said. She said that he had taken the money to the bank that morning. 12. The earth moves round the sun, the teacher said. The teacher said that the earth moves round the sun. Reported questions. Yesterday, Mary went to the doctor's. The doctor asked Mary how often she exercised. She also asked her if she drank milk or whether she drank milk. We introduce reported questions with ask or want to know. In reported questions, the verb is in the affirmative and the question mark is omitted. Verb tenses, pronouns, and time expressions change as in statements. Are you working tomorrow morning? Paul asked her. Paul asked her if she was working the next morning. When the direct question begins with a question word, who, where, how, when, why, what, etc. Then the reported question begins with the same question word. Why are you late? Mother asked me. Mother asked me why I was late. When the direct question begins with an auxiliary is, do, have, or a modal verb can, may, must, should, ought, then the reported question begins with if or whether. Can you speak French? They asked me. They asked me if I could speak French, or they asked me whether I could speak French. Exercise 5. Turn the questions from direct to reported speech. How old are you? He asked me. He asked me how old I was. 2. When will you call me? She asked George. She asked George when he would call her. 3. She asked, can you play the piano? She asked him if he could play the piano. He asked, who's there? He asked, who was there? 5. Do you like fish? She asked Jonathan. She asked Jonathan whether he liked fish. 6. What have you done today? Mother asked. Mother asked me what had I done that day. 7. Jim asked, did you go to work yesterday? Jim asked me if I went to work the day before. 8. How did you get here? He asked. He asked me how had I got there. 9. Have you seen my blue jacket anywhere? She asked. She asked me if I had seen her blue jacket anywhere. 10. He asked, will you take me to work tomorrow? He asked if I would take him to work the next day. 11. She asked, where have you been? She asked me, where have I been? 12. She asked, will they visit us in the summer? She asked if they would visit us in the summer. Exercise 6. There has been a fire in a busy area of your town. Read the reporter's questions and turn them into reported speech. 1. How did the fire start? The reporter asked how the fire had started. 2. Who called the fire brigade? The reporter wanted to know who had called the fire brigade. 3. Did you ask people to leave the building? The reporter asked if I had asked the people to leave the building. 4. Was anybody injured? The reporter wanted to know if it was anybody injured or if anybody had been injured. 5. How many firefighters are here now? The reporter asked how many firefighters were there then. 6. Have any of the houses been damaged? The reporter wanted to know if any of the house had been damaged. Turn off the page and please make a screen capture of these 2 pages. Reported comments, request suggestions. Let's make some cards. Ruth, sit down. Be careful with the glue. Don't make a mess. The teacher suggested making some cards. She asked Ruth to sit down. She told the children to be careful with the glue. She also told them not to make a mess. To report commands or instructions, we use the verbs order or tell plus subject plus not to infinitive. Example, give me your money, he said to me. He ordered me to give him my money. Don't shoot, he said to them. He ordered them not to shoot. Cut the paper into pieces, she said to me. She told me to cut the paper into pieces. To report request, we use the verbs ask or beg plus subject plus not to infinitive. The sentence in direct speech usually contains the word please. Listen to me, please, Laura said to Bob. Laura asked Bob to listen to her. Please, please, don't tell anyone I'm here, she said to him. She begged him not to tell anyone that she was there. To report suggestions, we use the verb suggest plus ing form. Example, let's play a game, Father said to us. We can or we could play a game, Father said to us. Shall we play a game, Father said to us. How about playing a game, Father said to us. Father suggested playing a game. Exercise 7. Fill in the gaps with the verbs in the list in the correct form. Order, tell, ask, beg, suggest. Let's call Brian, Susan said to me. Susan suggested calling Brian. Don't make any noise, Mother said to us. Mother told us not to make any noise. Please stay a little longer, Kate said to her sister. Kate begged her sister to stay a little longer. Fire, the general said to the soldiers. The general ordered the soldiers to fire. Please, please, forgive me, she said to him. She begged him to forgive her. I'm sorry, excuse me. Exercise 8. Turn the following sentences into reported speech. 1. Be careful of the glass. The firefighter told them to be careful of the glass. Stand back. The firefighter ordered them to stand back. Bring the light nearer. The firefighter asked to bring the light nearer. Pass me an axe. The firefighter told them to pass him an axe. Go to the other side of the plane. The firefighter told people to go to the other side of the plane. Exercise 9. Turn from direct into reported speech. 1. Mary said to me, "Come with me, please." Mary asked me to go with her. 2. The shop assistant said to the child, "Don't touch anything." The shop assistant asked the child to not touch anything. 3. The secretary said to me, "Wait here, please." The secretary told me to wait there. 4. She said, "Shall we go swimming?" She suggested to go swimming. 5. The park keeper said to them, "Don't walk on the grass." The park keeper asked them not to walk on the grass or to not walk on the grass. 6. He said to them, "Don't stay out late tonight." He asked them to not stay out late that night. 7. Annie said to Barry, "Please, please help me." Annie begged Barry to help her. Introductory verbs. Apart from say and tell, there are other introductory verbs which can be used in reported speech. These verbs give the meaning of the direct sentence more accurately and are followed by either the to infinitive or the ing form. Study the table. Promise, refuse, offer plus to infinitive. I'll be home early. No, I won't wash the dishes. Can I get you an aspirin? Advise, ask, beg, order, warn, plus subject plus to infinitive. You should stay in bed. Please post this letter. Please, please listen to me. Don't move. Don't go near the fire. Suggest plus ing form. Let's have some tea. Shall we go to Helen's party? All of these go to reported speech like this. He promised to be home early. He refused to wash the dishes. He offered to get me an aspirin. He advised me to stay in bed. He asked me to post the letter. He begged her to listen to him. He ordered me not to move. He warned me not to go near the fire. He suggested having some tea. He suggested going to Helen's party. Exercise 10. Choose an introductory verb and turn the following from direct into reported speech. Advised, asked, ordered, warned, promised, begged, offered, refused, suggested. 1. I think you should eat more vegetables, my mother said to me. My mother advised me to eat more vegetables. 2. Please get me a glass of water, he said to Jill. He asked Jill a glass of water. 3. No, I won't help you, she said to Jim. She refused helping Jim. 4. I'll buy you something nice for your birthday, her mother said to her. Her mother promised her to buy her a nice something nice for her birthday. 5. Don't play near the road because it's dangerous, he said to us. He warned us to not play near the road because it's dangerous. 6. Would you like me to do the shopping? She said. She offered to do the shopping. 7. Please, please, don't leave me alone in the dark, she said to her parents. She begged her parents to not leave her alone in the dark. 8. How about going to the cinema tonight? He said. He suggested to go to the cinema that night. 9. Go to bed now, his father said him. His father ordered him to go to bed. 10. Shall we watch a video? They said. They suggested to watch a video. Exercise 11. The people in the picture had a meeting yesterday in which they discussed some business matters. Read their comments and turn them into reported speech. 1. We should advertise on TV. Tom suggested advertising on TV. I'll help you organize the meeting. Allison promised to help them organize the meeting. I can give you copies of the plan. Alex offered to give them copies of the plan. Let's do some research on the subject. Bob asked to do some research on the subject. I'll give you all the details next week. Nick promised to give them all the details the next week. Don't decide until you know the cost. Diana warned to not decide until they know the cost. Now turn off the page and make the last screen capture, please. Last screen capture. Reported speech. To turn a sentence from reported into direct speech, we follow the same steps as we do when we turn a sentence from direct into reported speech, but in reverse order. We also put the sentence in quotation marks, mention the speaker before or after the direct speech, put commas before or after the direct speech, begin the direct speech with a capital letter, put a question mark and not a comma if the direct speech is a question and the person being spoken to comes after it. Reported speech. Jack told me that he was leaving the next day. Jack said to me, I'm leaving tomorrow, or I'm leaving tomorrow, Jack said to me. Reported speech. The boss asked me if I enjoyed my work. Direct speech. Do you enjoy your work? The boss asked me, or the boss asked me, do you enjoy your work? Exercise 12. Turn the following sentences from reported into direct speech. 1. Trevor asked me if I had posted the letter. Did you post the letter? Trevor asked me. 2. Sarah told me she was looking for a new job. I'm looking for a new job, Sarah told me. 3. Brian wanted to know what time the train to Leeds left. What time does the train to Leeds leave? Brian asked. 4. She said that she didn't like jogging. I don't like jogging, she said. 5. He said he would be back the following day. I will be back tomorrow, he said. 6. He asked how much my new car had cost. How much did your car cost? Asked him, or he asked me. 7. I asked Mary if she could do the shopping for me. Mary, can you do the shopping for me, please? 8. Jill asked Roy to close the window. Close the window, please, Roy, said Jill. Exercise 13. Turn from direct into reported speech or vice versa. 1. I've finished the housework, she said. She said that she had finished the housework. 2. Why did you do that? He asked her. He asked her why did she do that? Or why had she done that? 3. Susie told her mother that Titanic was the best film she had ever seen. Mother, Titanic is the best film I have ever seen, said Susie. 4. He told them to put the rubbish in the bin. Put the rubbish in the bin, he told them, or he said. 5. Please answer the telephone, he said to her. He pleased her to answer the telephone, or he told her to answer the telephone. 6. Alex said that they were going to Hawaii for their honeymoon. We are going to Hawaii for our honeymoon, said Alex. 7. Are you going out on Saturday night? Ben asked me. Ben asked me if I was going out on Saturday night. 8. Adam said he had never ridden a horse before. I have never ridden a horse before, Adam said. 9. We'll go to the circus tomorrow, said Mother. Mother said that they would go to the circus the next day. 10. Mr. Carter told them to pick up the paper from the floor. Pick up the paper from the floor, please, said Mr. Carter. 11. Julia begged her parents to let her go to the party. Please, please, let me to the party. 12. Greg said, let's have a party on my birthday. Greg proposed to have a party on his birthday. Exercise 14. Turn the underlined sentences from reported into direct speech. I met an old friend yesterday. I hadn't seen her for 2 years. I asked her what she had been doing. What have you been doing? We decided to go for a drink. We sat in a cafe for 3 hours. We talked about many different things. She asked me to give her my phone number. Give me my phone number, she asked me, and she wrote it down. When we left the cafe, I told her to call me very soon. When we left the cafe, I told her, call me soon, please. The next page, 99. Exercise 15. Correct the mistakes. 1. He asked me where was the post office. He asked me where the post office was. 2. She suggested to visit the zoo. She suggested visiting the zoo. 3. Mother said, you must always say the truth. You must say the truth always. 4. The doctor told me to not exercise a lot. The doctor told me not to exercise a lot. 5. My parents offered giving me a lift to the railway station. My parents offered to give me a lift to the railway station. 6. Our teacher said to us that the test was quite easy. Our teacher told us that the test was quite easy. 7. She asked how could she contact me. She asked me how can she contact me. 8. He said that Kate had left the last month. He said that Kate had left last month. Or left last month. 9. The old man told good night and went to bed. The old man said good night and went to bed. 10. Jenny said to me I had maths. Jenny told me I hate maths. Revision box, underline the correct words. 1. Where are you going to work? 2. Have you done your homework yet? Yes, I did it last night. 3. Did you paint the house? Yes, I did it all by myself. 4. Can you get the sugar from the shelf? No, I'm not tall enough to reach it. 5. Do you still play tennis? No, I used to play every week, but I don't anymore. 6. Do I have to go to the shops today? No, you needn't. I'll go instead. 7. Why are your clothes all wet? I have been washing the dog. 8. Have you read this book? Of course. It was written by my aunt. 9. Who's that woman over there? It's the woman whose son is in my class at school. Prima variantă. 10. Shall we go out tonight? Yes, let's go to the cinema. Okay. I will meet you there at 8 o'clock. 11. I need some pepper. There is some in the drawer, which is on your right. 12. Nicola's hair is short now. Really? It didn't use to be really long. Oral activity. Tim Stevens, the famous actor, gave a press conference yesterday. Lucy Morton, a young reporter, attended the conference. Read that Tim Stevens said. Then in pairs ask and answer questions as in the example. What did Tim Stevens say? He said that he was very happy to be in our country. What else did he say? He said he had already been to Venice and Florence. When did he go to France? He said he went to France 2 months ago. What did he say about the film called L'amour? He told us that he starred in a film called L'amour. What did he say about the summer? He said he would return with his wife in the summer. Writing activity. Lucy is writing an article about Tim Stevens for the magazine she works for. Complete the article, blah blah. I shall read only the first part. Tom Stevens, who I'm sure all of you know, was here for a short visit. I was lucky enough to attend the press conference he gave yesterday. This is what Mr. Stevens told the reporters. He said that he was very happy to be in our country. He also said he had already been to Venice and Florence. He said that he had gone to France 2 months before. He said he starred in a film called L'amour. He promised he would return with his wife in the summer. Vă mulțumesc pentru participare. Probabil v-ați pierdut și răbdarea, a fost o lecție lungă, dar de mare folos. Am intenționat să vă postez toate exercițiile despre reported speech. Dacă le considerați folositoare, lăsați un like. Vă amintesc că pe acest canal găsiți cursuri de română și engleză și nu uitați să vă abonați înainte de închidere. La revedere!